All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this kicked off. Season 41. This is going to be the first three wars for season 41. We got in my new alliance, GT40. So new season with a new alliance. Looking to just kick ass and take names. So going up against Legion for the first war, DSVG on the second war, and then AF for the third war. Not that it really matters, but it's kind of interesting that they departed from all the overs for their war season names. Like you had Overwhelm, Oversee, Overdue, or something. A lot of them had over, right? And so now we just go to Reconnoiter, which is a word I don't think I've ever heard of. But anyway, that was interesting. We're about to jump right into this. Let's see, I got 4 fights for the first war, 4 fights second war, 3 fights for the third war. I did have a shared mini in War 2 and 3 that was basically between me and another battle group mate. The way planning worked out, and as far as boosting, it just made sense for him to take that fight. So yeah, I would have had 1 extra fight in each of those wars, but it's all right. No worries. I'm here to win, here to kick ass, So we're going to jump right into this. We got Kitty and then Maw on 9A in War 1 here. Nimrod for Kitty and then Red Hulk for Maw. So yeah, strategy's pretty straightforward. I don't even really ever use power back boost with Nimrod because unless it's like a mini fight, but he doesn't need it generally. Taking a couple punches to the gut there, but it doesn't matter because he's the ultimate tank against mutants. So yeah, basically just a lot of upfront parrying to stack armors here and wait out the initial incinerate phase. Yeah, and then just by that point you got, you're at or close to a level 2, drop that level 2, she's dust. We know how those Nimrod fights go. They're very straightforward and he just executes, Funny enough, I think I used Red Hulk. I was assigned Red Hulk maybe once, twice in all my time in ISO, maybe twice. I love Red Hulk. He's a blunt instrument, he's very straightforward, no frills. You just basically attack. There's no ramp. I mean, there's ramp, but you don't have to do anything, especially against Mystics or in this case Hazard Shift nodes. With poison and or incinerate, he ramps ultra fast. Kind of double heavy there. So yeah, I mean, super straightforward fight. He's obviously amazing for this lane. Yeah, and just done and dusted. One more touch should do it here. Wow, he just blunts you down with all that power. So yep, Maw down. What's my next fight here? What I got? Oh, I got Long Shot and then Killmonger on 5B. Long Shot, you guessed it, Human Torch, Flame On. He was a little uncooperative with the dashback intercepts. Dashback light, try to get him to chase. But no worries, Human Torch is kind of automatic. If you're using Human Torch versus a Mystic, it's pretty much automatic, and that's why you do Flame On. You get around the whatever the node is. It's like attack increase per debuff on the defender. Since you got Flame On, it's all passive anyway, so you don't have to worry about the attack increase. Obviously, Long Shot's level 2, doesn't matter since you're Incinerate immune. I think the biggest thing to look out for, they did give me a White Max pre-fight on this fight, which is additional attack, but honestly, I kind of, it's not Mighty Charge, and I kind of prefer it without the White Max pre-fight, only because the duration is so long, and none of the Petrify Mastery doesn't work. I do only have 1 in there, but it doesn't work because it's not a debuff stun, it's a passive stun. So more power gain, and it's just harder for me to do my 1, 2, 3 back light. I mean, ultimately, you see the result, not a huge deal, but kind of just an observation. Now on this fight, having the White Max pre-fight for this node and or the next node, Mighty Charge, hugely helpful always. For obvious reasons, you know, you can always land a parry. And it's long, you have time to react. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Killmonger, not really tough, you know, maybe if you have a non-bleed immune or something, or if you kind of screw around and get hit by his level 2 or something. Level 3, nothing to worry about. It doesn't even cause bleed, I don't think. It may, but I'm bleed immune. But it doesn't stun or anything like that. So yeah, the plan here, basically just slowly ramp to 10 charges. I think I throw a level 2 here just because I don't want to go red. He did bait, yeah, he's being a little tricky, so we're just going to throw this level 2, get a couple passive shocks, even though protection's up. I don't want to have to build back up to a level 2 from emptying my full bar with a level 3. So didn't want to throw the level 3. Still trying to, no, still no. Let's bait out this level 2. Now we're going to try for the 1-2 back light. Bum, connected, and this, I don't think this does it, but close. Yep, doesn't matter. 20-minute unstoppable. Blam! So yeah, no armor break, doesn't matter. Not going to last because it's Mighty Charge. But bleed immune, reverb damage isn't enough to really do anything unless you really screw up. So yeah, first war under the belt, win there. I think, what was our score here? 4-2. So very solid showing. 2 deaths alliance wide. I'll take it. No, that's great. Good work, guys. These guys are just freaking crazy strong. Crazy strong. Bans for War 2, Scorpion, Omega, and Hercules. Hercules is I think he's been banned all 3 wars. And I get it. I mean, he is just the ultimate cheat code. In any content, you know. So, yeah, this war, let's see, 4 fights. Juggs on 8A. Moleman on the old EMP mini, Surfer, and then iDoom on 3B and then 3B shared. So I was originally assigned Red Hulk, Doom, and Red Hulk, Doom, and Gallon. You know, I don't want to like step on anyone's toes. You know, these guys obviously know what the hell they're doing. They're first every war season they come in basically first place. So far be it for me to, you know, deviate from the plan. But I suggested, I was like, hey, you know, I only have 1 fight for Red Hulk. He's rank 3. Obviously he can crush Juggy. He's subdue. But I was like, well, why not Mr. Fantastic? Proficient with him, pre-fights, rank 4, and awesome synergy for Doom. Get the armor break synergy. And yeah, no, Planner was like, yeah, go for it. I was like, sweet. So use Mr. Fantastic. I mean, if nothing else, you know, he's also subdue. He's a rank 4, so you're getting a little more health, a little more tankiness than Red Hulk. You get the pre-fights for any of your subsequent fights, including the first one, Juggs, and then the armor break synergy, which I'll show you in just a minute. So, Gallon for this, you know, basically this just becomes a normal node when you use Gallon, because he's Nullify immune, Stagger immune, Face Heal immune, Power Drain immune, all that. So you don't have to worry about regen or the opponent going unblockable. It's basically just hold block, bait heavies, counter his specials. I mean, you could get like a parry or 2 in, but he does purify, and I just didn't want to deal with any of that, so I just, you know, bait out heavies and whatnot. Super straightforward fight. Best counter, more or less. I don't use Gallon much. I think I've used him once. Amazing champ. It just never really worked out in my last ally for planning. Wasn't ever needed, really. But yeah, super straightforward here. There we go, harvest activated. Let's just get to a level 1, and yeah, should be dead. Fight time was, let's see, a little over a minute. What we got, a minute 17? Meh, Not too bad. I mean, literally, you wouldn't even have to throw specials. You could just literally just bait specials from the defender all day and just beat him up with Gallon in his basic attacks, you know. Didn't play any pre-fights here. Don't need it. Went ahead and suited Doom up with Mystic boosts. You know, Doom just absolutely conquers Silver Surfer here. Standard Doom stuff. Oh, I did put pre-fights. Look at that. I think because I had like 8 or something. Totally unnecessary, but hey, they're there. Why not? Yeah. Typical Doom fashion, we're going to get to a level 3. I didn't want to dex that level 2 just because he started when I was not quite far enough away for my taste. So I just blocked the level 2 because I didn't want him to like catch me. And Doom's tanky, so we're going to go level 3 and then into a level 2. Silver Surfer is Incinerate immune, but it doesn't matter. Just the sheer force from this level 2 is enough to kill him. Doom, the man. So initially, I was assigned Gallon for this next fight, for this rank 5 iDoom. And he absolutely gets it done here, no question about it. But again, my Gallon's rank 3. I watched actually a guy from our alliance in here, Setter, S-E-T-E-R, Setter. Watched one of his vids, and so thank you for that. But no, he took this node for with Doom and against iDoom, and I was like, well, I'm much more proficient with Doom. He's a rank 4. I got the synergy. You saw right there, I armor broke him. And I didn't, because he's shock immune until his armor's down, I just parried into heavy. Because you can't do medium into heavy because there's no shock. So once you get that, the armor break is just an added layer. Like, you know, your level 1 is going to nullify his armor anyway. But it's just an extra layer of safety. You know, you get the 3, you know, the full pre-fight set, which is going to increase his shock damage a bit. The synergy also gives Doom increased potency, I believe, on his incinerates. So, you know, why not? And this fight went swimmingly, going exactly as planned. Typical Doom fashion, we're going to do level 1 here. And then we're just going to hold block. Let's boom, knock him down, armor break up into unblockable level 2. And this should just melt him out. I think I just I dash in with the level 1 here. Just to seal the deal. Seal the deal. Yeah, no. Fight went great. What was the fight duration? 110? I don't know how fast Gallon does that fight in, to be honest. Because he does have to ramp a bit. And he's also not shock immune. Something to watch out for. So, but yeah, no. It went off without a hitch. Now this war, look at that. 4-4. We did win on time. I'm not displaying the time because I don't know how much these guys do or do not want me to disclose. So I'll just leave it at that. You guys, anyone watching, you can find times, I'm sure. But we did win on time. So, woohoo! Moving right along. Next war, 3 fights. Again, I had a possible 4th fight on a mini. But it just turns out our dude Murph... amazing as he is, he just went ahead and took the fight, so no worries there. Human Torch, you know, straight just face roll into Maw here. We got, you know, extra safety with the Nova Flame pre-fight. So only 1 fight in section 1, Maw. You know, and this has got, what, long distance relationship, I think, something to that effect. So, you know, trying to just kind of keep a little distance as not to stack too many weaknesses. But, you know, Human Torch against Maw or any Mystic is you just basically block, keep your flame up, and you basically just mash buttons. I mean, this dude is so broken against Mystics, it's not even funny. And it's my only fight with Torch, so like, you know, this could have been as ugly as hell, and it wouldn't have really mattered because a solo to solo, dusted. Yeah, I actually got to use my boy Vision in this next fight. I roll up to my masteries here. I spin out my proficiencies, remove Mystic Dispersion. As you saw, I'm going to max Tech Collar here for added safety and for Vision, because I'm taking Claire with Vision and then Mr. Fantastic with Fury. So yeah, I mean, you know, so many people are like, Vision sucks. You know, of course, he doesn't have a lot of damage. But he has so much use, you know, he has so much value. I mean, this fight is just so safe. I don't know that there's anything safer. Warlock obviously can do this fight thing, others, but you know, you don't even need a level 1 start here. It's added safety. But yeah, she never even throws a special. I mean, boosted way up, you know, you just, you know, if you dex and you get a dex buff and she touches you, even your block, Mystic Dispersion is going to activate. She'll get a little bit of power, but it doesn't really matter. You saw I went for a draft back intercept there. Normally, you know, I'm just, there we go, wake up with a medium, draft back. Normally I wouldn't really do this, but I was feeling confident. We had the lead. You know, I only had these 2 fights. I was trying to speed it up a bit without being, you know, reckless. All this is pretty safe. She's below a bar of power, you know. When you do draft back light attacks, as long as you're quick enough, you can virtually always catch yourself if they like stutter step and dash late. So yeah, it's all safe, you know. I mean, and ultimately, I mean, look at this. She doesn't throw 1 special. I don't have to worry about Jack. And then exactly 1 minute. That's solid, man. That is a solid fight. Because as we know, Claire can be annoying on this path, particularly because of her bleeds, if you don't have a bleed immune, or just throwing her specials, you know. Her level 2 inflicts a debuff, and then the node inflicts 2 debuffs. She's unblockable, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, and this fight is obviously super straightforward. He does sucker me with a level 1 here. I got a little lazy. I didn't even bother to dex it. You know, I already knew this was going to be my only fight right here. I finished with the light, knowing damn well that he could possibly evade it. And of course, it's Warp. He evades the light ending frickin' combo. I was like, watch him evade this. But I went for it anyway, got suckered a bit. Don't care. Have so much health because I have another bar. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it was reckless, but it was by design. So yeah, you know, basically just throw level 1s, keep your charges up, you know, so he can't evade. Plus it knocks him down, which means any debuffs on you from, you know, any of his specials are gonna fall off. And yeah, no, that's it. First 3 wars in the bag. We won this one. We actually had alliance-wide donut. So, these guys are freaking crazy good. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.